You can take it to go. Hey guys, Greg Hudson here, host of America's Best Restaurants, and welcome to H-Town. We are in Houston, Texas, at a place that is known for their charity in the community, scratch-made food, and, well, I heard I might even be able to sit down with a charter member of the Brew Crew. I'll explain. Come on in. This is the Backyard Grill.
Greg, how you doing, buddy?
My guy, what's going on, brother?
I knew you were coming. I got your favorites down here.
This is my guy.
Yeah, I got the barbecue jalapenos. These are pulled pork, cream cheese, stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon that have been smoked and grilled.
What?
And this is our BBQ. This is our queso
BBQ
with our pulled pork that we smoke out back for 10 hours at 225 with a little bit of gnarly knucklebuster barbecue sauce that we make here with some pub chips.
There's going to be a quiz on all of this later, by the way. I hope you got all that verbiage down. I got to tell you something. We go to a lot of places. I don't think I've ever come into a restaurant and within 10 seconds had an owner just coming in hot like that.
I do this for everybody. Who doesn't do this?
Well, not a lot of people, brother, the way you're doing it. But before we get into the story here, we can't let this get cold, can we?
No.
So what do we start with? What do you think?
Well, I think we need to start with a little bite of that jalapeno.
Okay.
There.
Not mad at that. What kind of sauce are we looking at? I see a little color in there.
That's a ranch, but we make our ranch. We make all our stuff from scratch here. And so that is our ranch dressing, not out of a jar.
Love that. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my hand and
take the whole thing.
Brother. It just looks so good. You said these are smoked, stuffed with pulled pork.
Yeah.
Cream cheese, wrapped in bacon.
Yeah, and a fresh jalapeno.
Look at that. Are you kidding me? When have you ever seen a popper stuffed like that?
I'm going to have to have another one because
these are outstanding.
These are good. Really good.
Okay. And then talk me through this queso, because you just wrapped like you were like an auctioneer.
I was excited. I get fast when I'm excited. So this is our queso with our pulled pork that I talked about. But it's also got a dribble or gnarly knucklebuster barbecue sauce. So,
gnarly knucklebuster barbecue sauce. Say that after 5 beers.
So we have our own line of hot sauces, right? This is the gnarly knucklebuster right here. This is a hickory habanero sauce.
Ooh.
So what we do for this is we cut some of this with our homemade barbecue sauce to give it a little bitty spicy hickory flavor.
Okay. So this has the spice, then your house-made barbecue sauce along with this.
So we mix them
together
together
a little bit
for this menu item right here.
Now, there's literally a bucket over here. Are all sauces that you make?
These are all hot sauces. They're called the bucket of destruction.
Bucket of destruction.
Here, we don't carry your regular hot sauces, not to mention names. When you ask for a hot sauce here, we bring you this whole thing to your table, and you can sit there and try them on everything. And then we also sell them by the bottle in our Big Texas store around the corner.
You know what I love about that? In my opinion, like that's a guest first approach, because when I go to a place and they make their own sauces, I probably like a lot of you, I want to try a little bit of everything, but I feel bad asking the server for like 6 different sauces. This is genius, man.
Yeah, so there's 5 of these throughout the restaurant that a guest can ask for, and then mix and match and taste them.
That's
and
outstanding.
Then we sell them online all over the country, believe it or not.
Excellent. I do believe it.
It's a good lineup.
I've been here 2 minutes, man, and everything just looks and tastes, and just the energy in here is just incredible.
Well, it really helps when you're putting this on good food. We're known for our good food, but we're also known for our beer. You know, we have...
I heard that. What's this Brew Crew thing you got going on?
So our Brew Crew, we have 42 beers, 42 craft beers on tap. We have more than 42 beers on tap, but if you drink one of each one, you get a plaque with your name on the wall, and they're all over the restaurant, mostly in the bar, but they're on poles and sides.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all over.
Wait a minute, so these are all people who have met the challenge of drinking 42 beers?
The ones with the draft mug have finished the 42 craft beer club, but we also have the Brewmeister Club. The Brewmeister Club is you finish 42 bottle beers, which is a totally different club. So you have to drink the Brew Crew one before you can become a Brewmeister.
There's probably like an online encyclopedia for the Backyard Grill, so that you know everything you can get when you come here. And I'm going to dig into this.
We've had some guys do it 20 times.
What do you?
Over 10 years. 20 times. Finished it 20 times.
So they've got like 20 different plaques on the wall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Now, that's a good customer.
Well, yeah, it is.
That's a good customer.
But you know what? That's also a customer that tells me you're doing something right.
Yeah.
That this is definitely one of America's best restaurants and the kind of place we need to be.
Well, we pride ourselves in our menu. We pride ourselves in our staff, the environment. We've been here 21 years. We opened right before 9/11.
Really?
Yeah, 7 weeks after 9/11, but not the easiest year.
Right.
Back then I was pretty much the fry cook for a year.
Man.
And so it took a long time to kind of get to the point to where I got out of the kitchen and even on the floor. And
Right.
then it even took several more years before I got off the floor and into more of an ownership role. And I started working more on my business than in my business, which I'm sure you've heard a million times.
Right. No, but you're doing it the right way.
Right.
I know. Here's one reason I know, because look at this. It's a chip. It's not even a nacho.
Yeah, it's pub chip. We fry those in-house.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
You do
of course. Yeah.
Mm.
But we're also known for everything we do in the community. With the school district to local churches, we adopt a school
Wow.
with the Education Foundation here, the Chamber, Sci Hope, Reach Unlimited. There's a lot of charitable organizations that we do as much as we can for. And it makes me and my whole staff, feel proud of where they work.
I was going to say, it sounds like, first of all, let's pause here. Making this much scratch food is tough on its own. Putting together a beer program that way, difficult on its own. And then you're that big of a part of the community as well.
Yeah.
What made you want to just really delve into the community like that? 'Cause with a business like this, that's not easy to do. There has to be some sort of relationship there.
So Backyard actually, we started with just the school district, giving 5,000, 6,000 free kid meals a year to the local schools around here. And there's a lot of schools around here. And then it just kind of grew from then. In 2010, Backyard was Medium Business of the Year with the Sci-Fair Chamber. And then
Right.
10 years later, we were actually Large Business of the Year because it's done on how many employees you have. So we're one of the only companies in the Sci-Fair area that's won that award twice at 2 different levels.
Man.
And it was all because of what we do for the community. And I remember, giving a speech one time and people were asking, like, why do you do it? And I was like, well, it's the right thing to do. If more companies invested that much energy and effort into the community and for charitable organizations, what a wonderful environment you'd live in. What a wonderful community to be a part of. And that's kind of what put us on the map. After the multiple hurricanes that we've dealt with and feeding people for free and taking care of. I hate to say it, but every time there was a hurricane, and we would jump in strong. We know how to do hurricanes here in Houston from a restaurant standpoint.
At this point, I'm sure.
There were days we would come in and we would make food for 1,000 and we had no idea where it was going. And we'd get on the phone and start calling people and say, how much you need? How much you need?
See, that's great.
And that's kind of what put Backyard on the map, as we grew. Again, 21 years. So
you're a staple of this community now.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
It's been a great road. It really has.
Well, let's get to this food again, man.
Amen.
This is outstanding. You mentioned the chips in-house. The smoking of the jalapeno poppers. I got to tell you something. This pork, this is incredible. What else can you get this on?
Well, I tell you, if you like this, what you really need to try is our redneck nachos, which
redneck nachos?
Yeah, and we even give you a choice of fries or chips to put it on, and it's 50-50 on what people like. But it's more or less redneck nachos with cheese with that same pulled pork with a whole bunch of other fixings on top. You want to go back? Chef Jorge's here right now. You want to go back and have him show you what it's all about?
You don't have to twist my arm.
All right, man.
It is going to be a great day at the Backyard Grill.
All right, let's go.
All right, in the kitchen now. This is my favorite part. You watch the show. This is Chef Jorge.
Hello.
Hey, man, thank you so much for taking the time today, brother. Thanks for having us. Okay, so I just met the owner. We had some of those appetizers. Queso is incredible.
Yeah.
Those bacon-wrapped barbecue jalapenos, nuts.
Homemade in-house.
But what are these nachos I keep hearing about?
Okay, so today we're gonna make a pulled pork redneck nachos.
Did you say pulled pork redneck nachos?
Redneck nachos, yes.
I've never heard them
name-
called
that's the
redneck
name on
nachos.
it. So,
Okay.
So First of all, we're gonna do the potato chips with their fresh. So we're gonna fry it on fryer.
Okay.
And then from that, we're gonna move to do our pork.
All right.
So the pork, we cook it for 10 hours to 25 degrees. We do it on our own smoker.
Great.
Okay? On our rib rub that we use. It's our own recipe. So yeah, so.
Then we get everything, then all the toppings on it, then we dig in, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but first you heard Chef. Fresh tortilla chips. These ain't out of the bag, baby. Chef's making them right now. Okay, that was impressive, Chef. First of all, I got it mixed up. I thought it was like tortilla chips. No, you're making scratch-made potato chips here.
Yes,
But you're
sir.
making it from scratch.
Yes, sir.
Everything here is just from scratch. That's the theme of the day today is scratch-made, as you can tell. Okay, so the pulled pork, we're about to throw this onto the flat top.
Flat top.
But this is already, this is smoked, cooked, ready to go, you said?
These are already smoked, cooked for, again, 10 hours, 225 degrees. So
Slow and
it's
low.
low and low.
And I'll
Like-
tell you, they have their own smoker out back. I saw it. So you guys are smoking this in-house. It's not like you're just getting it. You guys are smoking
No.
whole pork butts back there.
Yes, sir.
225, slow and low. And you guys have your own rub, right?
We do. Yeah, we have our own recipe. The only thing that we don't make by scratch on this dish is the plate. It's the only thing.
You're so deadpan with it. He's like, the only thing we don't make from scratch is the plate. I like that, man.
Yeah, but anything else we do.
There's a smile I wanted to see. All right, let's get this thing on the flat top. I'm getting hungry.
All right.
Oh, Chef, you're adding some barbecue sauce to this?
Yes, make sure it's soaking up a little bit.
Wow. And that's your scratch barbecue sauce too, right? That's your house-made barbecue sauce.
Yes, sir. We make a barbecue sauce or queso, everything.
Everything but the plate.
Everything but the plate.
That's Chef Jorge's motto, everything
Yeah.
but the plate.
The plate comes already made.
Oh, Chef.
Then we do the queso.
Little queso, okay.
Yeah. Queso that we made in house as
Of
well.
course you make the queso in-house. Oh, Chef, look at that cheese drizzle.
A little bit more,
That smells great.
a little bit more of barbecue sauce.
You know what? I was hoping there would be more barbecue sauce. I'll be really honest. I'm glad there is. You're an artist.
Then we move to our pico jalapenos.
That's a lot of jalapeno, Chef. You like it spicy, huh?
Yes, it's called redneck nachos.
I forgot the redneck nachos they're
Do
called.
some pico de gallo.
Little dollop of sour cream
With our sour cream.
right on top.
Then we move to the decoration.
And this is it. This is our redneck
That's
nachos.
our redneck nachos.
There's only one thing left to do.
Yes, sir.
We gotta taste it.
Taste it.
All right, let's go. Let's dig in. You and I together.
Okay.
Ready? It's like Lady and the Tramp. You get that in, I'll get this in. Oh, I got a big one.
There you go.
I'm gonna throw another jalapeno on there too. That's all you're getting is
Cheers.
cheese?
Cheers. A
Here
little bit
we
of sour
go.
cream.
Look at this nacho, honestly. You getting that? Look at that. Here we go. All right, Chef, I'm digging in. Cheers, brother. Chef, those are outstanding.
What do you think?
I think they're outstanding.
Pass. You pass?
Oh my gosh, pass with flying colors. The pork is delicious on that. You can really tell there's been some love put into that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the rub and the smokiness.
You get that smokiness.
It just changed the whole profile of the plate.
It definitely does. And I'm gonna be really honest with you right now, and I'll be honest with you as well. When you told me that you were gonna put these on top of potato chips, I was a little, I wasn't sure. But number one, I get that's why they call them the redneck nachos. But here's what I love number two, is by using those potato chips, because you cut them in-house, you can cut them nice and thin.
Yes, sir.
And by doing that, you get more flavor of the toppings. Because let's be honest, when you have nachos, the nacho is just the vessel to get to the good stuff, right? It's just the vessel to get to all the toppings. That is so well thought out to do them in-house, the chips like that, nice and thin. They don't overpower, really. The chips just give you a nice texture and crunch and hold all of those delicious toppings.
Yeah, you got a sweetness for the barbecue, cutting
Yes.
the queso, the patty of the queso.
By the way, that queso is a sleeper. That's not normal queso, man. Like the fact that, are you gonna give me the recipe for that before I leave?
I will think about it.
That's a hard no, is what that is. Well, listen, everything that you make here, and I gotta credit you as the chef here, is just so authentic and it just from scratch. And I mean, every little detail, you do not leave one detail unnoticed. I don't know how you do it back here with so many dishes, so many plates, a lot of Tex-Mex, of course, that Houston is known for. Even your burgers, though. Honestly, I came in the dining room, so many people out there eating burgers.
Yeah, that's the best.
What
Burgers. So the burgers that we do here, one of the biggest flavors impact on the burgers is that we cooking on our wood grill. It's not just a normal grill.
Oh, you guys have a wood grill here for the burgers.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you for one more favor?
Yes, sir.
Think I can get a burger?
Yeah, let's do it.
Chef, you are the man. That's gonna be my last nacho because I need to get to the dining room. It's time for a burger. Well, as promised, it is burger time, and when you're at Backyard Grill and you want to talk about food and especially the beers that they have on tap, you go to the expert. This is Mario, and as you can see, this is the Mario wall behind me. Mario Ortiz, you've got your own wall, brother. So you're part of the Brew Crew. You might be the leader of the Brew Crew, some would say.
I am.
So how does this work?
So they offer 42 different tap beers or 42 different bottled and canned beers. You finish complete the card, 42 different ones. You receive your choice. You get the mug for the draft beers, the bottle cap for the cans and bottled beer, and with the constant rotating taps here, it's you can't stop at one.
So here's what I want to point out, though. I want to really slow this down. When you complete all 42, you get one of these. Mario has an entire wall of these. I can't even do the math on this. I've never seen a plaque here before like this.
Number 27. I'm on number 27, but again, with the constantly rotating tap and probably the finest beer selection in the Cypress area.
Jeez.
It's not hard.
So we're gonna get to burgers, but just real quick, I want you to think about that. 42, 42, 42, 42, 42, 42. You can do the math.
They've made it a little easier. The old ones were actually 60.
Jeez. So 42 is it's light work now. Now we're doing light work. We're only doing 42. It's fine. Okay, we're getting into these burgers now, though.
Man, would I love to.
So I was in the back there with Chef Jorge. Listen, man, wood-fired grill, but like real wood. Like these guys are back there
Absolutely.
throwing just wood chunks, lifting up the grill, rolling it back down. And they got their own seasoning. It's called Burger Dirt. So I've got the Maverick, you've got the Cypress. How many burgers do you think you've probably eaten here? I mean, I imagine you're the expert.
Not quite one for every beer I've had, but I've had a lot.
So you probably know too then about this jalapeno butter bun.
Love it.
This is my first time trying this, but this is something that they get local. It's very special.
Yep.
And what's so unique? Before I take a bite, what should I expect with that?
You're going to expect not only out of the bun, the burger itself is just absolutely fabulous. It's going to be perfectly cooked. The bun, little hint of jalapeno in it, which really mixes well with the condiments and for the meat that they use. And the dust, makes the difference. There's the difference is in the dust. You're really going to
The
enjoy
difference
that.
is in the dust, boys. You better copyright that. Did you hear this, man? The difference is in the dust. Let's put that up there. And it kind of goes back to what we've been talking about this whole episode is everything is from scratch here.
Everything.
Everything. So, gonna dig in momentarily. I've got the Maverick, man. This thing has a giant burger on it. I see some barbecue sauce, some pickles, some onion rings, some bacon. I think there are some jalapenos on there. And of course, some more cheese. Should we just take a bite?
The hardest part's not eating it.
I agree. That's why I've been grabbing and staring at it. Oh, this bun is soft.
Oh, yes.
This is great. Here we go.
The wood makes it good.
This guy's a sound bite a minute. What was the first one?
Difference.
The dust.
The difference is in the dust.
Difference is in the dust and the wood makes it good. You're not kidding though. And you know what I'm really impressed with too? Is again, they're cooking this on an open flame, right? Wood fire right back there. And that's not easy to do. It's not tempt. It's wood that's
Correct.
on fire. It's caveman style. Yet that cook on that burger is absolutely perfect.
They're just the way I love them. Every time.
Isn't that nuts? Just with a raw fire like that? You know how many times I've like burnt burgers over fire at home? This is great.
I'm telling you, when they're in front of you, the hardest thing is not eating it.
Well, man, that's good. One thing I noticed here too that really came to love about this place is the staff and the service. I mean, you've got the owners walking around here. They're not hiding in the back.
Absolutely not. When it comes, I'm going to go back to what I know best.
Yeah.
Craft beer.
Please do. Brew Crew.
I'll tell you, it's not enough just to offer the largest variety and rotating taps of Cyprus in Cyprus for craft beers. You got to have a knowledgeable staff, and they have that here. You got to know how to sell the beer, qualifying questions. You know, what type of beer do you normally drink? You know, matching it up to the consumer, and they do a great job with that beer.
And you honestly just brought something to my mind that I don't think I really put together before. I knew about the Brew Crew, I knew about how the program works, but I've been really focusing today on the food and just how incredible, I mean, you know how incredible everything is from scratch. But it would be one thing to have either or. Like you would be happy to go into a place that has that many craft beers. And like you said, I didn't think about this, the knowledge. Because with that many beers, you got to know what you're talking about.
Yep.
That alone, and you could have a mediocre menu and you'd be okay. Or you could have really good food and just a nice beer selection. The fact that this is right down the middle, a home run, 100% on both sides of the plate, man. This is crazy.
Yep.
This is great. I got to tell you, this is our first trip to Houston for America's Best Restaurants. Cannot wait to come back, man. I mean, the Backyard Grill, this place really set the tone.
Always welcome here, and I got to tell you, anybody who comes here will feel like family. Fantastic service, fantastic food, and a never-ending beer selection is what keeps me coming back.
And you know what? That's not just a man sitting here saying that just because he wants to. The proof is in this wall. This man means everything he's saying, and the proof is in all the awards you see right there on that wall. So we're going to finish these burgers. I might have you talk me through a few beers a little bit later, but that's going to do it for this edition from the Backyard Grill. First time in Houston, Texas. I'm Greg Hudson. We'll see you next time on America's Best Restaurants.
Cheers.